Hello everyone, welcome to one more video on Unix command. Hopefully this will be the last video. This is May 3rd, this is MJ. So there are two remaining commands that I wanna tell you guys. So if we are keeping the count correctly, I think this is 15, no, maybe 13th and 14th command. So chmod and CHown. So chmod changes the permission of file or directory, whereas chown changes the owner of file and directory. Now one question that I always get when I try to explain these commands is where do we see the current permissions and current owner of the file or directory. So let me give you an example of this directory structure USR, and let's say there is a file called abc.txt. So if you run the ll command, which we have seen already on abc.txt, you might get following output: hyphen rw hyphen r hyphen hyphen r hyphen hyphen, then the size of the file, let's say 1, then I will continue in the next line mj u group 1 and let's say date or whatever the timestamp that we have, that timestamp, and the file name abc.txt. So if you pay a close attention to this, I would like to explain what this means. So the first character that you see is a hyphen here. There are for now I will say two possibilities. There is one more possibility of s, but for now we will limit it to hyphen or d. So if it is hyphen, that means whatever content that you are seeing here, that is a file, and if you see d, then it means it's a directory, right? So since abc.txt is a file, you are getting hyphen over here. If you would have said ll/usr, then you would have gotten d here. Now what do the next 9 character mean? So these are the 9 characters that I am talking about. So I will split it into 3 groups. So this means these are the permission, these are all permissions, and there are 3 types. These are 3 types of permission for 3 different people. So the first one is owner of the file, second one is group of owner of file, and the last one is rest of the group and rest of the owners in the operating system. And the first character, let me move it a little bit. So the first character that you see here, that gives you the read permission. The second character here gives you write permission, and the third character gives you execute permission. What it means, if you see r, that means it has read permission, but if you see hyphen, that means it doesn't. If you have w, that means it has write permission. If you see hyphen, that means it doesn't have write permission. And if you see x, that means it has execute permission. And if you see hyphen for all these 3 cases, that means you do not have any permission for that, right? So let me look for an empty page. So now, continuing with this, I will write down the current permission that we have: rw hyphen r hyphen hyphen r hyphen hyphen, That means the owner of the file can read and write the file. The group of the owner can only read the file, and rest of the users in the operating system, they can only read the file. So whenever we want to run the chmod command, we must be aware about this. So there are two ways in which you can execute the chmod command. You can say chmod, I will put here. So let's say if I wanna change the group of the owner, this one, to rw hyphen, I will say g plus w, and I'll say slash usr slash abc.txt, right? But instead of doing that, the way that I prefer is using the number system. So you have to convert these characters into numbers, and the way to do that is as follows. And you must be aware about binary numbers here. So if the character is present, then you must pass it as 1. If you see hyphen or character is not present, you should give it 0. So I substituted 1 in place of all the characters, and I substituted 0 wherever I saw hyphen. Now you see the group of 3 here, right? So you just have to convert these numbers from the normal number system to binary form, and from binary form to, so consider these numbers as binary, and then you have to convert it into actual numbers. So if you are aware about the binary number format, I will write it real quick. So this becomes 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, and this is 7. So this becomes 6, this becomes 4, this becomes 4, which means abc.txt has permission 644. Now whenever you tell this to anyone, the other person will know that 6 translates to 110. That means the owner can read and write the file. 4 translates to 100. That means the group of the owner can only read the file. And same goes for the rest of the users in the operating system. So if I want to change this permission to rw hyphen, what I will do is I will write the command chmod. So I want to keep it as is, so this will be 6. I want to change this to rw hyphen, so rw hyphen will be 110. 110 is you see here, right, 6. So this will be 6, and I will keep this as is, which is 4, and I will say usr abc.txt. As soon as you run this, whenever you do ll usr abc.txt, the output that you will get will not be like this, it will be like hyphen, then it will be rw hyphen, rw hyphen, r hyphen hyphen. So you see change here. So this is how you execute the chmod command. If you want to give, so the most frequently used permission mode that we have here is 777, which gives all the permission to everyone in the operating system. So if you execute this command, the permission will look like this. It will be rwx, 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 and all other information. So I know it will take a while to get hold of this command, but this is the best I could do in 5 to 10 minutes. So we will quickly go through the last command of our Unix operating system prerequisite, which is CHOWN, which is also called CHown, which changes owner of file and directory. So let's say if you remember when I did this usr_abc.txt, now I will emphasize more on the owner part. So I got output like this, and there was one which is the size of the file and mj and group1, and I'll neglect the rest of the output. So here mj stands as the owner of the file or directory, and group1 is the group of owner, which is mj. So whenever a user is created in the operating system, it is assigned to a group, and that's what that group belongs to. So if you want to change the owner from mj to, let's say, another user mj1, you have to write like this, mj colon, let's say he is part of group 1, and then you do usr abc.txt and enter. So as soon as you do ll usr abc.txt, the output here it should be mj1. The output should be hyphen rw hyphen r hyphen hyphen r hyphen hyphen 1 mj1, and group 1 will remain as is, and rest of the thing will be as is. So you see the biggest difference is previous owner of the file was mj, now the new owner of the file is mj1, but they both belong to the same group, right? So with this, I think all the necessary commands that we are going to see are over. So I would like to recap all the commands real quick. mkdir creates a directory. Touch, it creates an empty file without any content. ls will give you list of all the files and directory in the current directory. ll will give you the list of all the detailed list of all the files and directory in the current directory. Then you can say vi command, which will actually write any content to it or open the existing file in an edit mode. With the help of cat command, you can print the content of the file. With pwd command, you will know where you are exactly in the Unix operating system directory structure. cd will change that directory. cp command, right? It will copy a file or directory from one location to another. mv will either rename a file or directory, or it will move, which is cut paste in Windows, or file or directory from one location to another. After that, let me see the one that we saw just now, chmod, which will change the permission of the file or directory. CHown, which will change the owner of the directory. And what else? Yes, we saw who am I command, which will give me the current username. Who command will print the list of all the users which are currently logged into the system. And then you will have the rm command, which will remove a file or directory, and rmdir command, which will remove only empty directory. So this finishes our prerequisite of Unix OS. In the next video, we will touch a few concepts of Java, followed by a few concepts of SQL. So thank you so much for joining. Please comment, share, like, subscribe, and hopefully these tutorials are coming. You are making good use of this tutorial. So please let me know if you have any other suggestion. This is MJ signing off. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.